Good morning, students. So we're going to talk about cell membrane, cell wall, the differences, genes, types of cells, and difference. If possible, then we're going to discuss what difference between plant cell and animal cell, or else in the next lecture. So let's talk about cell membrane, which we already talked about, and cell wall. So cell membrane is the outermost layer in animal cell, outermost layer, cell membrane, which is also known as plasma membrane. It is present in both animal cell as well as plant cell. In case of cell wall, cell membrane is present in both animal cell and plant cell. On the contrary, cell wall is the outermost layer in the plant cell. So I will draw first cell wall. So this is the cell wall. What is this? This is another cell wall of another cell. This is cell wall. This is also cell wall. This is also cell wall. I am drawing the actually here we have another cell. This is another cell. Okay. This is another cell. So this is the cell wall. Then comes the cell membrane of plant cell. Then second layer is cell membrane. So outermost layer in case of animal cell, and in case of the outermost layer in case of plant cell is cell wall. It is present only in plant cell. Okay. Also, some bacteria and fungi have cell wall. Fungi and bacteria have cell wall. Okay. Now, cell membrane is living. Cell wall is non-living. Then, what is the function of cell membrane? It is selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane. In case of cell wall, it is freely permeable. Freely permeable. Freely permeable. What does it mean? Selectively permeable. As we know that cell membrane is porous. It has holes. It allows certain molecules to pass through it. It regulates the entry of molecules inside the cell and outside the cell. So something want to go inside the cell, something want to come outside. So it regulates. Cell membrane allows certain things to pass through the cell. In case of cell wall, there is no such thing. Anything can pass through cell wall. Cell wall is freely permeable. Anything can pass through cell wall. So it does not have any control over the, we can say any control or regulation on entry or exit of molecules. It allows everything to pass through it and go through it. But in case of cell wall, it allows only certain things to pass. So it is selectively permeable membrane. Then what else we have? It is made up of, actually at your level, as you can say, it is made up of what? Proteins. Made up of, actually cell wall is made up of lipoprotein. Lipoproteins, but you can just remember as proteins, and polysaccharides, that is sugar molecules, lipids and phospholipids. So you can remember as cell membrane is made of proteins, and you can remember as lipids. Lipids and proteins say cell membrane. In case of This, it is made up of, we can say, chitin in case of glycogen, chitin, we can say chitin, cellulose. Cellulose is a material of cell wall. Okay, and this is present only in the plant cell. So this was about cell wall and cell membrane differences. Now let's talk about two main kind of cells, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. If you have a doubt regarding cell wall, cell membrane, you can ask me. Now there are two main kind of cells, two types of cell. First is eukaryotic cell. And second is prokaryotic cell. As we talk about unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms, now we are talking about type of cell. Cell can be prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Now what do you understand by eu and eukaryotic? These are the Greek words, Latin words. Eu means true, well developed. Karyo means nucleus. Pro means primitive, simple. Primitive, simple. Okay. Again, karyo means nucleus. So such cells in which there is a well developed nucleus, then there is a nuclear membrane, okay, nucleolus, okay, then membranous organelles. They are eukaryotic cells. So generally, like even amoeba is single cell, paramecium is single cell, but they are eukaryotic. So eukaryotic cells can be single cell also, can be multicellular also. But main thing of eukaryotic means this, they have a proper nucleus. They have nuclear membrane, nuclear pores, then they have chromatic material. That's called eukaryotic cells. They have organelles which have membrane. In case of primitive organisms, they don't have proper nucleus. The nucleus is like poorly developed nucleus. Or we can say they just have single, we can say DNA, or poorly developed nucleus. No nuclear membrane, no nucleolus, okay, and no membranous organelles. You don't have to learn everything. Just for your kind knowledge, eukaryotic means well developed nucleus. So we have studied yesterday in the nucleus we have what we have? We have membranes, that nuclear membrane, nucleolus. Such kind of nucleus is known as eukaryotic nucleus. It can be single cell organ. It is present in single cell organisms also. It is present in multicellular organisms also. In case of prokaryotic cells, these are generally bacteria. Example: bacteria. Virus, they don't have cell. Okay, virus is having DNA, but they don't have cell. But so we can't include in prokaryotic cells. Bacteria, then cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae. Cyan is the color. Okay, cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae. Blue-green algae, which is also known as cyanobacteria. They have prekaryotic, prokaryotic cells. In case of eukaryotic cells, even amoeba is having eukaryotic cells. Plants, multicellular organisms, all multicellular organisms are having, like human beings, animals, you have eukaryotic cells. So this was about eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eu means true, well developed, and karyotic means nucleus. Pro means primitive simple nucleus. They don't have nuclear membrane, they just have DNA. Okay, that's called primitive nucleus. So this was what, like as I told you, mycoplasma PPLO was a small single cell. It is having single cellular DNA in the cell. So mycoplasma PPLO is also a prokaryotic cell. So this was what eukaryotic and prokaryotic. If you are in doubt, you can ask me.